want this on video?
I'm pulling. I'm mad enough to just pull it.
Your neighbors are gonna see you pointing a gun at me.
And then furthermore, he checks his firearm to see whether or not the action is on safety or not, to manipulate the firearm to make sure it's in a position to where it can be fired.
I'm ready to go. Drop your phone.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay. All right, goodbye, Rici. Nice to know you. You gonna meet Jesus.
For over 30 minutes, Patricia Birmingham recorded everything. Every threat.
Tie it up. Huh?
Every accusation. Every moment leading up to her death. This wasn't a random attack. This wasn't a stranger. But who was this man? What was his relationship to Patricia? The answer will shock you, because the connection between them is something you would never expect.
Hope that was worth it. Hope it was worth it for you.
It sounds like he lays down next to her, and you can hear heavy breathing.
Yeah. You could.
Someone who was supposed to protect her. Someone who was supposed to love her. And the question becomes, why? What could drive someone to this level of rage? What was the motive behind this brutal execution?
You do not have the right to touch me. Yeah, go get your gun.
But here's what will truly leave you speechless. Despite the video evidence, despite the 30-minute recording, despite the calculated, cold-blooded execution captured on camera for the world to see, the sentence this killer received will make you question everything you believe about justice. It's a number that sparked national outrage, a number that left a family devastated, a story of domestic terror, calculated murder, and a justice system that failed her. Before we dive into what happened on that fatal morning, you need to know who Patricia Birmingham really was, because she wasn't just a victim, she was so much more than that. Patricia Dees Birmingham, known to her friends as Rici, was born on December 11, 1972, in Orlando, Florida. From a young age, Patricia was driven. She was a Girl Scout standout, an upward-bound achiever, and graduated from Edgewater High School in 1990. But Patricia didn't stop there. She trained as a registered cardiovascular technologist and worked at Orlando Regional Medical Center, mastering one of the most specialized fields in healthcare. Her talent took her to Savannah, Georgia, where she became the city's first certified and registered cardiovascular technologist. Think about that, the first, breaking barriers in a highly technical medical field. Eventually, Patricia moved to Dallas, then Houston. And in 2020, she made a bold career change, leaving the hospital world behind to pursue real estate. And she didn't just enter the field, she dominated it.
Hello everyone, I just wanted to come on real quick and tell you guys about a new listing that I have coming up.
Patricia became one of Houston's top producing real estate agents, known for her work ethic, her infectious personality, and her ability to connect with people. But above everything else, Patricia was a mother. Her daughter Olivia was the light of her life. Patricia also had 2 stepsons and was a beloved sister to Mary and a devoted daughter to her mother, Mildred Diane Dees Estes. Her colleague and friend, Shelly Hernandez, remembered her this way.
We showed up at one of her projects and we just kicked it off. You know, she was just very outgoing, joking about everything. The first impression that she gave me is that she was just very outgoing and a very fun person.
Her sister recalled, Olivia was everything.
Olivia was everything that she wanted. The day she was born, it was the happiest I've ever seen her.
Patricia Birmingham had built an incredible life. She was successful, loved, full of energy and ambition. But on December 6, 2021, all of that came to a horrifying end. December 6, 2021, a Monday morning in Spring, Texas. At approximately 10 a.m., a frantic 911 call came in from a neighbor.
Harris County 911, what is the location of the emergency?
I'm in Glenlock, and we heard a loud, like 3 pops, bang, bang, bang. So we went outside, and I looked, and I see somebody is laying on their back, and it looks like they've got blood on her chest and blood coming out of her mouth.
Harris County Sheriff's deputies rushed to the scene. What they found was a nightmare. Patricia Birmingham was lying in the driveway of her own home, multiple gunshot wounds, blood pooling around her. She was dead. But here's where the story takes a strange turn. The killer hadn't fled. He was still there, right at the scene.
My hands on here. What else could I be?
Keep him in there. What's going on? Where's the weapon at? Where's the weapon?
I don't know.
Put your hands behind your back for me. Put your hands behind your back for me.
I've done it. I mean, I'm not resisting arrest.
I know.
So,
Anybody else inside the residence?
no.
The suspect was cooperative, too cooperative, almost casual. And then he said something bizarre.
That ain't another drink. God damn it. So, gentlemen, this would go a lot smoother if we were sitting in my living room. Not out in front of all my neighbors.
A woman is dead in the driveway. Her body is still warm. And this man is asking for a cocktail.
Come back over here.
Lakewood Forest, suspicious person on Knockcross.
I'm not a criminal.
And right away, something felt off. So Detective Hayes began working the scene methodically.
It gives me the impression that there's no remorse, at least initially, about what he has done or care about the situation he's put himself in and the situation he's put others in. Just because someone tells us they did something doesn't always mean they in fact did it. There still has to be an investigation that takes place. Physical evidence has to be recovered, eyewitness testimony, video surveillance footage, which would either corroborate or not corroborate what Mr. Birmingham had told us.
Where's the shotgun?
I don't know.
It's your weapon?
Yeah.
Okay, turn around. Turn around.
Please
Hey,
shoot me.
turn around, sir.
Please shoot me.
Oh, I'm not going in yet.
You better me shoot her. I said, okay. What you gonna get? I wasn't good enough.
And then the breakthrough. Across the street, a house with a camera that recorded everything. Everything.
I started talking to neighbors who may have video surveillance footage. This is Patricia Birmingham walking down the sidewalk, holding her purse and what appears to be her cell phone, pointing it in the opposite direction of something coming down the street. Her demeanor here at least appears to be calm. She's just walking, pointing the camera.
And here's what struck Detective Hayes most.
My impression was that he was pretty relaxed about the entire situation, given what we were dealing with, and being only several feet away from his wife's lifeless body.
Wait, what? His wife. His wife's lifeless body. The killer wasn't a stranger. He wasn't a burglar. He wasn't a stalker. The man who murdered Patricia Birmingham was Carey Birmingham, her husband, age 60, the man she married, the man she shared a home with, the man who was supposed to love and protect her. But the cell phone and the evidence had not yet been discovered, which would later reveal the horrific details. But detectives found that Carey was the father figure to Patricia's teenage daughter, Olivia. They had 2 stepsons together. They lived in that house on Rose Dawn Lane as a family. Patricia's sister remembered when she first met Carey.
He seemed to be a good man. He was a young gentleman, professional appearance. He spoke highly of himself. You know, he was his best friend. He made sure that I was aware of these fine things that he had and his career in insurance. And I was happy for my sister, but at the same time, that doesn't impress me. But I never had a reason to doubt her choice.
From the outside, they seemed like a normal couple. But behind closed doors, something dark was brewing. On the morning of December 6th, 2021, Carey Birmingham took a shotgun and murdered his wife in their driveway. And in doing so, he destroyed more than one life. Patricia's daughter Olivia would later say, "I lost both parents that day. She lost her mother in a murder. and she lost her father to prison. In a single morning, Olivia's entire world collapsed. But the question remained, why? Why did Carey Birmingham kill his wife? The answer was locked inside the house. And inside Patricia's phone, Detective Hayes and his team entered the Birmingham home to collect evidence.
We entered the residence through the side door of the house, and we observed a Benelli shotgun leaning up against the corner of the kitchen area right by that door. Based on proximity to where it was to Patricia Birmingham's body, it could have been used in this case. There appeared to be more firearms inside of the house.
The murder weapon, a Benelli shotgun, just casually leaning against the kitchen wall. But then they found something else.
On top of some water bottles, we had located what appeared to be Patricia Birmingham's cellular device.
Patricia's phone. At the time, Detective Hayes didn't know it yet, but that phone contained the key to everything.
The first data I found on the phone was the audio recording that was about 30 to 40 minutes long.
30 to 40 minutes. Patricia had recorded the entire confrontation leading up to her murder. Assistant District Attorney Kelly Marshall reviewed the recording, and what she heard was chilling.
It started at 9:58 a.m., and we can hear at the beginning of the audio recording the defendant's accusing her of recording. And you hear that she's fearful.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me, Carey Birmingham. I swear to God. Do not touch me. Don't touch me.
You pulled a knife on me.
You do not have the right to touch me.
Mrs. Birmingham says in this recording, go get your gun, which led me to believe that this might not be the first time that Mr. Birmingham has either threatened her with a firearm or pointed a firearm at her.
The last lunch that we had, we talked about business, we talked about personal stuff. She opened up about her situation, and she even admitted to me that Carey had pulled a gun several times before in the past. She left me in shock because, like, how a successful woman is dealing with something like that.
I got you.
Fine, I don't give a I really don't. Do what you gotta do. I don't care.
All I have to do is not kill you. She was skinny. Your grandmother was fat, and that's what you're gonna know about, because you don't do a goddamn thing to take care of.
Oh my God, we're not going on the fat train now, are we?
Yeah, we'll
Are we hopping on the fat train now? What the hell is wrong with you? How did you gain so much weight? You don't look healthy.
You don't even encourage me when I lose weight. You have a love affair with that Mexican.
I wasn't having a love
Yeah,
affair.
you were. That's why you're on too legal.
No, that's
It all makes sense now.
that's not what I'm on doing. I've never even seen that guy.
Patricia was very smart. She was. She recorded the last 30 minutes of her life, where that we can objectively look at everything that happened leading up to the moment where Carey Birmingham murdered her. To be clear, there was no evidence presented at trial that Patricia Birmingham had an affair. All that we had is that the defendant was accusing Patricia Birmingham of cheating, of being involved in an affair. There was no evidence of that.
Carey Birmingham had terrorized his wife with a gun multiple times before December 6, 2021. Patricia knew what he was capable of. She'd seen the gun pointed at her before. She'd survived those encounters. But on that morning, she knew her luck might run out, and that's why she hit record. 9:58 a.m., December 6, 2021. Patricia Birmingham's phone starts recording. For the next 30 to 40 minutes, it will capture a domestic argument that escalates into a murder.
You're an alcoholic. You.
You know what? You know what? You called me an alcoholic.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you weren't an alcoholic before I met you.
Maybe I should just kill you right now.
Kill me.
Yeah.
Maybe you should. Do it. I'll be sitting right here. Yeah, go get your gun. Go get your gun, Karen.
Think about that. Go get your gun. Patricia had heard this threat before. She'd seen him reach for that shotgun before.
A lot of times, spouses argue as to who's going to take out the trash or not whether or not somebody's going to kill somebody that day.
And now, Patricia's only weapon was her phone.
When I first saw the video of Carey Birmingham pointing a shotgun at Patricia Birmingham, it took me aback. He's clearly intoxicated to a huge degree, pointing a shotgun at his wife, and she's filming him. Some people may think that, well, why are you filming? You should run away. But the thing is, he's holding a weapon that's capable of ending her life immediately, and at that point, the best defense she had was her cell phone.
Patricia made a decision. She took the confrontation outside, into the street, into the driveway, where the neighbors could see.
You're embarrassing yourself.
We see her filming Carey going up and down the street. You obviously see Patricia Birmingham right here with her cell phone in her left hand. And if you keep playing the video, we end up seeing Mr. Birmingham coming from the left frame of the screen here. It appears she's running now away from Mr. Birmingham. It didn't appear to be the typical domestic relationship. There's some kind of disturbance happening. It's not normal behavior to be out there in the middle of the day just wearing nothing but your bathrobe.
And then we reached the final moments.
You really want this on video?
I'll pull it. I'm mad enough to just pull it.
He's holding the shotgun, pointing it at her.
Your neighbors are gonna see you pointing a gun at me.
I'm ready to go. Drop the phone.
No, I'm not.
Drop the phone.
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right, goodbye, Rici. Nice to know you. You go meet Jesus.
And then furthermore, he checks his firearm to see whether or not the action is on safety or not, to manipulate the firearm to make sure it's in a position to where it can be fired.
Let's be clear about what that means. Carey Birmingham wasn't acting in a blind rage. He checked the gun. He made sure it was ready to fire. He looked at the neighbors, and then he pulled the trigger.
He shoots her once in the head. The second two shots that are heard on that video, he actually turns the gun and immediately in seconds takes out the front tire and the back tire of her vehicle. So she shot one time in the head, meaning that she had to have a closed casket funeral. Her eye was gone. Her face was blown off. And the defendant, in the same second that he blew off his wife's head, even incredibly intoxicated, made perfect aim and took out the front and back tire of her vehicle.
3 shots, the first to Patricia's head, killing her instantly. The second and third to her car tires. Why the tires? Was he making sure she couldn't escape even in death? Was it rage or control? We may never know, but the result was devastating. Patricia's family couldn't even see her one last time. The violence Carey inflicted on her was so severe, so brutal, that a closed casket was the only option.
And I see somebody is laying on their back, and it looks like they've got blood on her chest and blood coming out of her mouth.
Patricia Birmingham died in her driveway. Her phone, still recording, captured it all.
Hope they're worth it. Hope they're worth it for you.
It sounds like he lays down next to her, and you can hear heavy breathing.
Yeah. Here we go. You crazy.
Carey Birmingham was arrested at the scene. He didn't run. He didn't resist. In fact, he was strangely calm.
So, gentlemen, this would go a lot smoother if we were sitting in my living room. I'm not out in front of all my neighbors. I'll be honest with you. I'll be more talkative if I could be at my table, and I'll need a tall glass of vodka with just a shot of cranberry juice.
Alcohol literally makes your brain function less effectively. It makes you particularly bad at regulating your emotions, at filtering the things that you're doing and saying. And so that inhibition of what's called your prefrontal cortex, the front of your brain, means that you're going to say things in a way that you wouldn't say otherwise. And you're going to interpret situations as more hostile.
Carey Birmingham was a drinker. Patricia had called him an alcoholic on the recording. And alcohol, as experts note, doesn't just impair judgment, it amplifies rage. And on December 6, 2021, it reached its deadly conclusion. Fast forward to March 2024. Carey Birmingham's case finally went to trial. But here's the twist. Carey pleaded guilty. He admitted to killing his wife. So why was there a trial? In Texas, even when a defendant pleads guilty, the jury can decide the punishment. And in this case, Carey Birmingham's fate would be decided by an all-female jury. The defense's strategy was simple. Argue that this was a crime of passion, that Carey acted in the heat of the moment. His jealousy and rage, though wrong, made this a case of sudden passion, which under Texas law can reduce the punishment. Despite everything, despite the video, despite the audio, despite the history of violence, the jury accepted the defense's argument. And on sentencing day, Carey Birmingham received 10 years in prison, a $5,000 fine, eligible for parole after just 5 years, pause 10 years, for murdering his wife on camera.
In terms of the surveillance video footage, the video recordings from the cellular phone, and the audio recordings from the cellular phone, for them to reach that type of decision, and then to sentence him to only 10 years.
Is that what Texas is about? Letting people walk for unrepentant murder? It's crushing. It's defeating. It's something that makes you question why you do this job.
Patricia's daughter, Olivia, gave a victim impact statement. I lost both parents that day. Olivia didn't just lose her mother to murder. She lost her father, or the man she thought was her father, to his own violent choices. At a young age, her entire family was destroyed. Patricia's sister expressed her outrage.
I came to trial wanting to forgive him. I didn't believe he was capable of killing her. He was controlling, he was conniving, he was narcissistic, he was a functional alcoholic. I never thought he could lose that type of control and do that type of violence. Looking at the shotgun to make sure that the safety was off, positioning it, pointing it at her, and then ultimately, wishing her goodbyes and telling her to go meet Jesus. That was chilling. It was never anything I could have ever imagined.
Chilling, that's the word. Because Carey Birmingham didn't just kill Patricia. He executed her, while she filmed, while neighbors watched, in broad daylight. And for that, he got 10 years. He could be out in 5. Patricia Birmingham was a mother, sister, friend, and successful professional who rebuilt her life and chased her dreams. And above all, she was Olivia's mom, the center of her world. In her final moments, Patricia pressed record. That phone gave her a voice even after death and made sure the world would know the truth. Carey Birmingham was convicted of murder. He is currently serving 10 years in prison and will be eligible for parole in 2029, just 5 years after sentencing. Was justice truly served? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Our deepest condolences go to Patricia's family, especially her daughter Olivia, her sister Mary, and all who loved her. For more true crime stories, subscribe to Evidence Eye.